Talking Dicks. Talking. Outside, sort of. I'm in Tampa. That's Al Ducharme in Studio City. And we do this twice a week. We talk, we catch up, we are a spinoff of our web series, The Two Dicks. And for the coronavirus period, we've been the Talking Dicks. New mugs probably should be made with Talking Dicks, but that's not going to happen.
That's a good idea.
We're the two dicks, and we may have interesting plans coming up for the Talking Dicks. I don't know if we'll discuss here.
We won't discuss it here. It's a business matter.
All right, sir.
We may be looking into other platforms.
Interesting. And how you feeling, sir? How you feeling?
I'm feeling well. My sore throat went away. I'm 100% sure. I haven't been tested, but I'm 100% sure that it was my air conditioner, because since I moved into the new studio, the air conditioner...
Legionnaire's disease?
Legionnaires. I have the Legionnaires. So I'm going to be joining the French Legionnaires disease.
French Foreign Legion. We rape the men and we kill their wives.
But that's because...
the French... Yes, we're chauvinist schmucks for France. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that you could carry a tune. Hopefully you're not carrying the virus yourself.
I was worried, I'll be honest.
I know you were.
I went to Davidoff, Tampa on a Friday night to see our buddies Joe and a couple of the guys from down in Punta Gorda, a couple of the doctors, and it was, Florida opened up.
I need a doctor. Is there a doctor in the house?
The governor decided Florida, there was no more corona, so everything's open. And I was there having a cigar and a drink, and it was about 400 people sitting around and mingling.
400?
I don't know, 200. And I went to the bathroom, and I was like, excuse me. Nobody's wearing a mask. Nobody. Like, excuse me. And I came home thinking, I've got it. I got it. If I don't catch it there, I'm not getting it. But I really was worried. I thought, I got it.
Well, you should have. Yeah, you should have been. And everybody has a different take on it,
But it's day 5, and I feel good. So strong as bull.
I went over to a friend's house about 2.5 miles away. Actually, he just came into town, and everybody has a different way of handling it. He said, we'll grill some stuff out in the yard by the pool. So it was my first day of feeling no sore throat. So I said, yeah, let me go. So I went out and we socially distanced, but I entered with my mask because his lady is there and she's using the home as her office because of the corona. So I just wanted to make sure that I was taking all the precautions. I brought my own towel. I had my backpack. I had bottled water. So I was
own swimmies? Did you bring swimmies?
I had my own swimmies. So as soon as I walk in, I have my own towel. As soon as I walk in, he goes, "Hey man, what's up?" No mask. Throws a towel at me. I'm like, "What's up?" And he goes, "Oh, are you serious about the corona thing?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "You don't have to worry about me. I'm in a bubble."
Oh.
He says, I go, "You just flew into town." He goes, "Yeah, it was 5 days ago. I'm fine." I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So,
all right, doctor.
I said, I like to exercise the 6 feet minimum, but I like 9. 9
well,
feet
you should have been at Davidoff. We were exercising the no feet, nothing, elbow to elbow, asshole to asshole.
Now,
that's what we were.
So you didn't leave as uncomfortable as you were. You didn't leave because you didn't want to offend anybody. Is that?
Of course, and I didn't want to be called, Mary or whatever it is.
A Mary or a snowflake or because it'll become political. It'll become political in Florida.
And I told my sister about it, and she's a nurse, and she was like, "You could have put a mask on when you went to the bathroom," and I was like, "Yeah, I could have, but nobody had a mask on. No one
at that point.
Nobody.
Either don't go in.
No one though.
Did you have one on when you walked in?
I had one on when I walked in.
And everybody pointed out and went, "Fag!"
Immediately, they turned around. The big Joe was with a huge group, and they were like, "What are you doing? Get that thing off. We're not doing that." I was like, "Oh, because I've been in here a day before, and you have to wear a mask."
Yeah.
And I didn't we're not wearing masks anymore? We're not doing this. Okay, Corona's over. Okay. So
it's weird that it's and they're friends of ours and they're supporters of ours, but they're actually in the
They're
medical field. They're
doctors.
doctors.
They don't believe in it. So I was a little worried over the weekend, but I feel fine, and it's day 5, and let's just see what happens. So
maybe you dodged a bullet.
I think so. I mean, I hope. But it was
because right
I
now
wouldn't
you
put
actually.
myself
I know what
in
you're.
that again.
The sun
I
is.
wouldn't be going back again there. I wouldn't do that again.
Right now, the sun is setting behind you.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you a little bit more level. I don't like your level. I'm gonna give you a little bit more level. It looks like you're in heaven, so I'm glad that you're not.
That would be a great episode, though. We might get 5 likes on that if I actually had the Rona, died, and then I was thinking though if I had it, I would be broadcasting. We do this
Corona.
Well, I'm sickly and be like, I don't feel good, but we still, we wouldn't miss a Talking Dicks volume. This is number. Is it 55? Are we up?
50. I can't drive 55. Oh, by the way, that was Sammy Hagar, who was a part of the second rendition of Van Halen.
We
lost Eddie, and wow, that's
one of those you feel old.
Well, here's the thing. I know that you said your music kind of started a certain year, but Van Halen revived rock and roll.
Oh yeah, huge fan. I was a huge fan.
Okay, because they revived it when it was disco and punk.
Man.
And if you were a rock and roll band, you had trouble. People just... Eddie said this in the thing. They said, what are you doing? Why are you going rock and roll? He goes, I'm rock and roll. And they said, yeah, but rock and roll's dead. So it was sleeping, and they revived it, and they blew it. They blew it. They blew it up. And they brought it to another level. They reinvented it in a way, but... Robert Palmer always said it's always up to the next generation to take the pedestal that was built for them, or not the pedestal, the foundation that was built for them, and then experiment and find the next foundation.
I was a huge fan of him. I like guitar players, really, but Roth I never really got into. I thought he was a clown, and I didn't get into Van Halen the band so much as I liked Eddie Van Halen.
Yes.
I'd rather have Eddie. I wish Eddie had been like a Jeff Beck or an Eric Clapton instead of, because Roth was a clown show, and I didn't get into it. Now I get girls all love David Lee Roth and all that, but they always said at a Van Halen concert the chicks are looking at Roth and the guys are looking at Eddie. And I just didn't get it. I wasn't a fan. So when he left, and then Hager came in. I mean, he's a clown too, but at least he's a musician. As you see with Roth, look at his solo albums. I mean, he's not even, I don't know what he is.
I'm just a gigolo.
He's horrible. He's horrible.
Well, he's a spectacle. And I will say that he was trying to do what they did was break it back open. Get the attention back on rock and roll. And
he's so bad, though, Roth.
There's some good tunes. There's some good tunes, man. There's some, Eddie and Alex wrote the lyrics, right? Is that how that...
I don't know. I don't know their. I know Eddie.
Running with the devil.
Yeah. All right. There's a great clip on YouTube of Roth when he tried to go country, and he's doing. I think it's Jump on the Tonight Show with a country band. And it's one of the worst things you've ever seen in your life. It's hilarious.
Oh,
but it just shows like this guy's not real. Like Van Halen, he was the real thing. And Roth was he was a guy who got lucky. Guy, good looking guy, good front man.
Well, they auditioned him, right?
But I don't know. I think they were friends. I guess maybe who discovered Van Halen, by the way? I read this yesterday. Any clues? Should we leave it out there for the? I'll tell you. Fuck it. Gene Simmons from Kiss.
Did he really?
He discovered Van Halen. Yeah.
He took him under their wing. Did he produce anything? What?
I don't know. He might have been involved with the first album, but he said, full makeup, guys. And they went, no. I'm kidding. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. That would have been weird.
That was their thing. That was their little trick.
Were you a Kiss Army? Were you a fan?
I was surrounded by it, and I really wasn't. It was jammed in my face, down my throat, and I just went along with everybody. I was like, hey, yeah, great. I mean, we had guys that were doing concert at school with the full makeup and costume,
Right.
lip syncing the songs.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
didn't hang out with them, you weren't cool. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. But I just didn't go into it. I didn't. I'm admitting that to you now. But
I didn't get into it, the makeup, and I didn't get the music. I didn't think it was very good. So, I mean, I could get past the makeup if the music was very good. I didn't think it was very good. I just thought, they kind of suck and they wear makeup. I don't like them.
they had a couple of tunes that were catchy at the time, especially for teens and whatnot. But I remember,
Sure.
Hey man, I scored a pair of tickets to the Kiss concert.
you know, it's like,
Who's that guy? What is he? Hanging out with 75-year-old men? Hey, man, that was a weird. I didn't like that character.
all right, I'll ditch it. Hey man, I scored some tickets, man. They were $79 each at Ticketmaster. I stood in line for 7 hours. 1976.
$79? They were probably about $12 in '79. Let's redo this whole goddamn thing. This whole story fell apart. They were $12 tickets in '79.
Well,
Hey, by the way, I like the AIDS quilt. Looks good. I like it.
I don't like the shadow of the microphone. It looks like there's a black penis trying to make its way
All right.
up towards me.
I thought you wanted that. I thought that was placed there for you. I didn't know.
I don't have a problem if anybody wants that.
Right.
I just
Of course
don't
not.
care for it
Of course
myself. I'm just not my
It's
thing.
2020. It's 2020. We're woke.
We're
We're
woke.
woke. Oh, speaking of which, we have a weird question. Speaking of woke, look, should we roll with this question?
I can always edit it out.
Well, here we go. It's not even, it's a question. It counts. Ready? Questions.
I guess I'm ready.
Okay. John Bizarre, comedian John Bizarre. We've mentioned him once before, or twice, whatever. We've mentioned him on the vlog.
Do you know
here.
that he's a pastry chef? He went to culinary school, like a French culinary school, and graduated as he's like the real McCoy.
I didn't know that till I saw his wife Nancy Ryan post it.
For their anniversary, yeah.
Yes, it looked fantastic.
He's
It was
like
a
the
cannoli
real
cake,
deal. He's like the real thing.
Sort of a cannoli cake thing. It looked fantastic. I didn't know he did that. He's a funny comedian. And, I don't like when comedians have other talents. I don't care for that.
It makes you re-examine yourself and your choices.
I can barely do comedy. I don't like the fact that he's cooking and baking. John Bizarre sent a question in saying, you know those African dudes with the plates in their lower lips? Where do they put the silverware? That's John Bizarre for you, folks. He wanted to know. That was his question.
Is that a bar joke?
It sounds like an oldie, doesn't it?
It sounds like an old barfly bar
Catskill.
joke.
Maybe the Catskills or something, you know?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's rhetorical.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking for an answer. It was just there.
John,
and I felt like, well,
get back in the kitchen.
Yeah. Put your weird hat on and get back to work, weirdo. If someone wants to, send in a question, I feel that we should mention it since we're always asking for questions. So I thought, well, I'll mention it. But yeah, you can probably do a little better than that.
Can you wave your hand again and block out the sun? Let me see what that looks like. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Yeah, maybe the timing on this. Maybe next time I'm outside, we'll record a little later. Get some sunset,
Or you could turn around. There's a chair. You can have the sun facing you.
Well, I didn't want to.
Put your sunglasses on.
You want me to turn while we're?
You don't have a shade in that dump?
No.
Yeah.
There we go. Is that better?
You better get on Amazon and get a shade.
Better.
Better. Warmer.
All right.
No,
Better?
it's good. I was digging it. I was actually digging it, but that's okay.
You just told me to move, you son of a bitch. What the hell?
No, I think you took that on. I'll have to look at the footage. I think you said, I'll move. And I said, I don't care. And
you said you have a chair right over there. Can't you move?
No, I meant for next time.
Ah.
No, it's fine. I like the tree behind you. Now you look like you could. Now you look like you're in Africa, so you could do that joke again.
Oh, where do they put the silverware? John Bizarre. Hey, we're gonna do a little thing for our Patreon friends, right? We're gonna do a little bonus pod.
Yes, we are. We're
Give them
gonna
a little something.
Yeah, and that's why we're going to wrap up this episode of the Talking Dicks.
We're
And
gonna
if
head
you'd
over
like
to
to
Patreon.
see the Patreon version, become a member. 5, 10, 15, 25, $100 a month. $100 a month. 10 is fine. $10 a month. I mean, if you're collecting unemployment, $5.
Yeah. Me. That's me. I'm collecting $125 a week.
That's www.patreon.com/the two dicks.
The two dicks. All right. Subscribe.
Mary.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?